Illinois. There's 365 acres out here, 4 governors buried on the property, 80 different species of trees planted on the grounds. We're the second most visited cemetery in the country behind Arlington. Now we're in the burial chambers, the final resting place for Mr. Lincoln and his family. First of all, I want to point out this stone. This is a one-piece red Arkansas marble stone that weighs 7 tons. Lincoln is buried 30 inches behind that stone. He's 10 foot down. He's encased in concrete and iron. His family's right behind you, encrypted in the wall, just like Mary, Eddie, Willie, and Thomas. Now Robert, the only son that lived to be an adult, he's buried in Arlington Cemetery at the request of his wife. Now Lincoln's ancestors came from England, and when they came to this country, they settled in 4 different states. These first 4 flags represent those states where they settled at, and they are Massachusetts, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Virginia's where both of Lincoln's parents originated from. You got the American flag, for which he fought so hard to preserve our union. These flags on this side represent where Lincoln lived. He was born in Kentucky, lived in Indiana, of course here in Illinois. This last flag is the presidential flag of the United States with the 50 stars. We can display this flag because it was given to us by a president. The seal in it here is 23-karat gold leaf. Now on April the 15th, 1865 at 7:22 a.m. in the morning when Lincoln passed away, Secretary of War Edwin Stanton said now he belongs to the ages. And when they built this tomb, they thought it was fitting and proper to put the words here in the burial chambers. Now Eddie died here in town at the age of 3. He died from tuberculosis. Willie died in the White House at age 11 from typhoid fever. Thomas died at the age of 18 from a lung infection. And Mary was living in town with her sister when she passed away at 63 from a stroke. As I said before, Robert was the only son that lived to be an adult. He lived to be 82 years old. When he passed away, he was living on his estate up in Vermont. He had 3 children, 1 son and 2 daughters. The son was Abraham Lincoln II, but he died at the age of 16 from blood poisoning. But the 2 daughters lived to be an adult. They both married. Between the 2 of them, they had 3 children, but they never had any children. So the last living relative of Lincoln died in 1985. His name was Robert Lincoln Beckwith. Now the oldest part of our cemetery out here is north, which is straight back. That's where Lincoln's law partner, Mr. Herman's buried. The minister that married him, even his barber's back there. And if you so desire, you can get in your bus or car and drive back there and visit those sites. But we also have a lady back there named Nellie Jones. Now I know you don't know who Nellie Jones is, but I bring her name up for one reason only. Her father was famous too. Her father was the President of the United States also. Her father was Ulysses S. Grant. Grant had 1 daughter. She's buried in the old part of our cemetery, which makes it kind of unique, because Grant was the one who dedicated this tomb when it was completed in 1874. Now, Lincoln was the tallest president we ever had. How tall, kids?
6'4".
You weren't sleeping in history class like me. You're right. And for the record book, James Madison was the shortest at 5'4". Bless you. Now, Lincoln's the only president to this day that holds a patent in the patent office, and Lincoln was the one who made Thanksgiving a national holiday under his administration. So you kids can thank Mr. Lincoln for being off on Turkey Day. Us guys thank Mr. Lincoln for football day. And there's been 18 presidents that have visited this tomb throughout the years, and you might be standing where one of them has been. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer. If not, I thank you.